Three, two, one. Hey, everybody! Welcome to Graded Point Live. Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing important's happened. Um,
Gail Simone isn't wilding out again, is what you're saying.
well, she had a moment today, but it's really that was like nothing compared to.
Was it a heated gator moment or
No, nothing like that. It was just like if you could pull, what was the tweet? If you could take a universe or characters or anything, from anything you want, what team would you make? And most people said, well, since you've pretty much destroyed everything that I would like,
yeah, like it's like Gail, you need to stay away from all that stuff
yeah,
because
yeah,
you're like the Godzilla of comics,
hmm
just wrecking shit in your way.
so yeah, we got zero viewers. That's what happens when you don't have women's on.
Yeah, that's what you need. You need tits, basically. What you're saying?
Yeah,
I agree. I mean, you don't have to like talk to them, but you just need them there.
yeah, exactly. Just have them there.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. So, what are we doing for today's show?
Well, we're going to talk about our old friend Eric Esquivel and whatever he tried to do today.
I don't for the life of me don't understand how he fucking has a job anymore at DC.
I'll get to that in a
Like
minute.
why DC hasn't published been like, "Low, we don't know this guy."
Yeah, I am shocked that there hasn't been a public announcement yet. Like, but then again, it's not Friday yet, so
No,
because
that's true. We
because
got a
they
day or
canceled
two.
his book on what last Friday, so this
Yeah,
Friday will probably be
like
the
like I predicted.
yeah. Yeah, once again, Cab was right. Is that the new?
time fucking time and date exactly.
Yeah, he said it'll be Friday, and he also said it'd be later in the afternoon.
It'll be like later in the day, evening kind of thing, and then
hmm
boom, they did it.
Yeah, so we're going to discuss his whatever he was doing today, and discuss what I have now affectionately called the Cab Theorem, to explain this. Try to explain what this whatever this was, and then
Yeah,
we'll.
I can.
Yeah,
Yeah, the way this guy like went into how he sort of, I don't know, wanted to defend himself. I don't know if that what he was doing
not really defend himself, but
because he more or
take the
less admits to
blame
everything.
without taking the blame. You
Yeah,
know.
he's like, "Oh, I'm being the man and being the big guy here, but I'm not. I'm gonna
hmm
push it all off on the other shit."
Right. So let's get the boomers out of the way and get right
All
to it.
right.
Uh, by the way, I hope everybody liked the new boomer image.
Yeah, I spent a good 15 minutes on that.
15 minutes. No, no, no. You remember you're supposed to say what was it, like 100,000 hours in MS Paint? Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I could say that, but then that'd be lying, and I don't appreciate that.
That's true. I forgot you're a good Christian man who don't.
Yeah, I only believe in the good book and truth and justice.
You only believe in Facebook and truth and justice. What you
Yeah.
want? Oh man. Oh, did you Real quick aside, did you hear about that shit with Facebook that came out yesterday?
Whether they're selling information to everyone.
Yeah, not only selling it, but they were just giving it to fucking like Microsoft and Apple and
Yeah, big shock.
yeah, and their excuse was saying, well, they're so integrated that they're basically are part of Facebook. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. This is
Uh,
the weird thing is like one of those people that knew this shit was going on back in like the late 90s.
mm-hmm.
Like AOL back in the day had your information. They all had your stuff. It's like quit giving it to them. Quit signing up for more of these fucking things if you don't want to. But I don't know. People, I guess people who are raised exclusively on that shit, that like the 20-year-olds nowadays,
Yeah,
they don't understand that like
they don't know what
yeah, you're a
privacy is
product.
anyway.
You're a
Yeah,
product, dude. They're not here to like provide you a service. You're the product. That's what they're
yeah.
doing.
I read one comment. And I said that's pretty on the ball. When they said, he said, you know how when you shared a picture of your your Yoda brand sweatpants, like Star Wars Yoda sweatpants, and all of a sudden you
Yeah.
just started getting ads for like Star Wars related paraphernalia on Amazon. That's why.
It, it one thing that confuses me is I'll get those promoted fucking tweets on like Twitter and stuff,
hmm
And I'm like, joke's on you. I don't have any fucking money. Quit showing me this Acura commercial. I'm not buying an Acura.
But
You
I
just
think what was
you just wasted thousands of dollars on that.
the big thing that was the turn off on that was the not only were they sharing that, they were sharing like people's private DMs and stuff like that.
Oh, they were just letting companies read them.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, like I don't know. That's why I don't have Facebook because
I mean, I have
I
it,
don't.
and it's only like to keep up with certain friends and family. But honestly, if they ever like said, you know what, I'm just gonna, I say, yeah, that's a good point, and just leave too. You know what I mean? Because it's really not. It's nothing. You know what I mean? It's like it's just a thumbnail, or
No,
you know what I mean? It's whatever. Let's put it this way: they're trying to get if they were trying to pump me for information, like basically it would just be a Super Saiyan 3 Optimus Prime logo. I guess they, this
I
man
would
might be
just
interested in this.
fill up my inbox just full of just pictures of my balls. It's just like, here you go, have my balls. Monetize this. All right, so let's get to Tony Montana over here.
Okay, so yeah, let's talk about Javier Escuela. Um, so, in probably what I would call the dumbest, most boneheaded thing you could ever do, especially when you're being daily inundated with new accusations that you have respected women, and not just regular women, but underage women as well. Uh,
Allegedly,
and apparently, he supposedly has a lawyer who I'm sure is going to, how you ever heard the term "fire your client"?
yeah.
I think he's probably gonna have to find him a new lawyer soon because I can see his lawyer smacking him around today. Like, what are you doing, you dumb son of a bitch?
No, a real lawyer would be like, look, you're guilty as hell. Just pay me loads of money, and I will tell you
Try,
to plead guilty.
yeah. I will try to get you a lower sentence at this point because that's about all I can do.
Now, honestly, I don't think he actually. It doesn't really look like he did anything illegal. He insinuated things or whatever, but that's like
Well, let's read this. Let's read
being
this.
a weird being a weirdo is not illegal. I mean,
Well, let's read the thing. Well, okay. He's accused of. I'm not saying like I said. Once again, it's accusations. He's accused of basically rape from at least a couple of sources, and others accused of grooming underage girls. Now, like I said, those are accusations. I'm not saying that they're true or not. But when you're accused of something, posts like this don't help. Okay?
no, yeah. The thing is probably yeah. I mean, he probably understands he's not going to go to. There's no charges going to be pulled up, so
Mm-hmm. But
he can get
anyway,
away with the shit he just said.
yeah. So here's the start. Oh, let's read this. Okay. Well-meaning entities in my life have discouraged me from saying anything in public. That's probably the attorney. Uh,
Yeah.
I've been told that the best strategy right now is to, quote, hold tight until this all blows over. Yeah, good idea. But I don't want this to blow over, either in my own life or in culture at large. Oh, God. So here's the thing. He's trying to be a Superman right now.
No, this is that bullshit like Obama's a teaching moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I hate when people use it. This is a teaching moment.
A
It's like, no,
teachable
not
moment.
really. You fucked up. I already know
Yeah.
not to do that. I'm not stupid.
The quote teachable moments. Yeah. So let's go down here. What I want is to apologize, to serve as a cautionary tale to others, and to change. Okay, you're apologizing. Isn't that admitting guilt?
Well, the thing is, he doesn't actually admit guilt
But you're why apologize for something you didn't do?
because he can say he can make the case like, yeah, I was a shitty asshole back in the day, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm apologizing for being a dick. But
Yeah, but like I said, it gets worse. It gets worse. Yeah. So hearing my past behavior described to me this week has been the most surreal experience of my life. My perception of events, relationships, and personal dynamics are so far removed from the way they've been recounted, my knee jerk reaction is to deny them outright, both publicly and to myself. But the sources of these accusations are women who I not only respect, but who I genuinely love. Okay, That is creepy right there.
Yeah, that is. I mean, we get you respect women, dude, but
Yeah,
what was that? Who I genuinely love.
yeah, but who I genuinely, dude, come on, man. You're not helping that.
No, like the thing is like, yeah, you may not have done anything technically illegal, but you are a creepy son of a bitch, and then you just sort of nailed
Mhm.
that.
Let's see, real quick. Xavier says he's trying to fall on his sword for the sake of the cause while trying to save face, like a self-cannibalizing virtue signal. It's pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, like I've explained on another, it's just all performance art
Yeah.
for
So
public performance art. He's just doing a dance because it makes him the good white ally or whatever bullshit they want to
let's continue.
call themselves.
These are people whose presence in my life has changed me for the better, and who I'm infinitely grateful to have known. People who I've kept in intimate contact with since the years we've been apart. Oh God, dude, stop! No.
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah. Intimate kind. Apparently, you're sending dick pics. It's like, come
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. Is it time for is it time for a Ralph moment? Now wait a minute, Eric. No.
I mean, say what you want. At least Ralph went to jail
Yeah.
for what he did.
And all
He
Ralph
owned
did was
up.
like all Ralph did was get rough with a cop. He didn't.
Yeah, he just got drunk and got stupid with a cop. That's
Yeah.
I mean, that's dumb, but not like, oh my god.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like, yeah, yeah. I mean, and he will admit now. He's like, yeah, I did. That was a dumb fuck up. I admit that, but
Yeah, I
still,
was like, that was a bad idea.
yeah, 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 yeah. It was better. But no, this guy is just all like intimate contact and people I genuinely love. My dude, my man.
The way he's talking, if he all of a sudden came out as a map, a minor attracted person, is all the people that are infesting Twitter now that Tumblr got chick canned all their porno.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised. I'd be like, oh my god, I fucking figured.
Okay, explain to me what that is.
A map,
Yeah.
a minor attracted person. It's basically their word for people, pedos.
Oh, okay, okay.
And I'm not talking like, oh no, you see that 16-year-old chick, she looks kind of hot. Not that kind of pedo. I'm talking like they want little
Like
10-year-olds,
3-year-olds and
kind of.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. Ugh. Sorry, gives me the willies when. I mean, why is it not illegal? Why isn't it? Why can't it be legal for me to shoot those people on sight? But anyway, it's probably a little too extreme. Where was I? People came down. Okay. So it doesn't make sense that they'd simply be making things up. They have nothing to gain and everything to lose. The odds suggest that I have a problem, or rather that I am a problem. Oh.
Well, he's wrong on that account. One is like people make up shit all the time and use it
Yeah.
to gain
Yeah.
things. It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
But
So-
this is the whole believe whammons, but also believe them about me, but also I'm a good person.
I mean, you know how we've all we've seen crime dramas and things like that, and you know
Yeah.
how lie detectors and sometimes even confessions are not admissible in court because they can say they're coerced or whatever. If I was his lawyer, it'd be like, no, this is like signing a fucking confession.
Yeah, this is your lawyer in the middle of Law and Order being interviewed by Detective Tutuola. He's going, my client is mentally disabled. He can't. He
Yeah.
doesn't understand what he's saying.
Yeah, exactly. He's like he doesn't know what's going on. To continue, and honestly, that's something I've been at least peripherally aware of for some time. Everything I've ever written has been about a young man operating at a deficit because he grew up without a father, trying his damnedest to figure out what it means to be a man.
And here we go. We get starting to get to the really good stuff.
Oh yeah. And that's because I was pulling from my own experience. I grew up without any male role models, so I looked to pop culture for instructions. A lot of what I learned was useful. The sobriety I reverse engineered from Batman, the compassion for animals I aped from Aquaman, etc. But the stuff I learned about male sexuality from James Bond, Arthur Fonzarelli, Gene Simmons, etc. were completely inappropriate. And then, to be clear, I'm not blaming pop culture for my actions. If I didn't grow up behind the library, I would have found other archetypes to emulate, possibly even shittier ones. My dude, you just did literally blame pop culture.
It's like I'm not blaming pop culture. But I'm gonna list off all the shit that made me do what I did.
Yeah, uh-huh. I was and continue to be insecure in my masculinity.
Yeah, no shit.
You want to bet this guy's like 5'4"?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. This guy wears kid shoes.
Yeah. Let's see.
He could hit up the baby gap and be fine.
I'm just reading. Let's say Xavier, 3 comments. He says, "Intimate was a bad word to use. How old is this guy? His idea of an ideal male performance is the Fonz."
Right. The Fonz was written as a goof character. He's a parody of 50s assholes.
Yeah. But then but the funny is like he must not have been paying much attention because like when I was a kid and would watch Happy Days, reruns and stuff, obviously. But it was like he was, yeah, he acted like that, but he was really a good person. Like
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm a rebel, but I do good things.
yeah,
So
yeah. He's like, I actually do good things.
he's
Like,
not, yeah, I'm gonna put my hand up this girl's skirt
mhm,
just because I want to touch her butt.
yeah.
Like, no, that's not what he didn't do that.
Because like, what didn't he like? Go beat the shit out of some guy because he was messing with Joni or something like that? He just like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he was like he respected women's for
like
real.
the real way,
Didn't
not just yeah. It was like a back in the day kind of respect where you heard like your friend of a friend got beat up, by her husband, and you go and beat the shit out of the husband, kind of thing.
yeah, like quick story time. My dad actually did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was I think my aunt and her husband ended up beating her. They ended up going to his house and kicking his ass. Like beat the shit out of him.
Well, my dad told a story. It was a little small town close to where I live. I think he says back in the early '60s. So my dad was probably like 12, 13, something like that.
Yeah, this was like early '80s, late '70s kind of thing.
But
So,
still that mentality from there to there probably stretched from from the '50s all the way to the late '90s, I would say. And then people started getting pussified.
Xavier asks, "How old is this guy?" He's apparently born in '87, is what his little thing is. So he's not 30 years old yet,
Oh,
which makes a lot of fucking sense.
big surprise, right?
Mm.
But no. So this story, like, there was a situation where it was kind of known in town that the guy beat his wife. But you know how
Yeah.
it is. You know how back in the day it was behind closed doors, whatever kind of thing.
Yeah, not in my backyard.
Yeah. And like I said, this was kind of a small neighborhood and stuff. Well, one day he fucked up and like beat her on the front lawn or something like that, so everybody saw what was going on. So, from what my dad told me, a bunch of the guys in the neighborhood took him on a fishing trip,
Yeah.
and he apparently didn't come back.
Oh no, they solved the problem permanently.
Yeah. I mean, apparently, she was well taken care of. By the way, community really looked out for that lady. Let's put it that way. And he was never seen again. From what I understand, he took a trip.
Now, are we talking euphemism or that he literally just got the fuck out of there?
It's a very extreme euphemism. He took a trip off of something. Let's put it that way.
That kind of trip. All right.
Yeah. He's on a permanent vacation. Put it that way.
He's not collecting Social Security, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think there's no he is no burden on society anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, in my 20s, which is now,
Which is literally this second.
yeah, I tried to combat that by doing everything I could to muster up external validation, getting into fistfights. Do you really think this guy got into fistfights?
Yeah, if he did, he's 0 for 10.
Yeah. Pursuing the spotlight and behaving extraordinarily promiscuously, especially with other men's wives and girlfriends.
Here's exactly what this is. It's like he's trying to I was fucking dudes' wives and girls. Like you were picking on chicks who hate their husbands or
Well, I mean, if you go by the original, what we read the other day, it kind of fits the mold, right? Because she had just broken up with her boyfriend, and then he was
Yeah,
just kind of jumping in, like.
yeah. He's one of those people that targets like chicks that are either just out of a relationship, they're like down, feeling like shit, or that hate the one they're in.
Vulnerable would be the.
Yeah. He's basically a walking stereotype of that whole creepy dude at the bar kind of thing.
Like the one that say, "Hey, how you doing?" It's like, you wanna
Buy you a drink.
buy you a drink? You wanna go hang out?
What was the joke? Is that he lived in a trailer behind his comic shop he worked at? You want to go to my trailer?
You wanna go to see my trailer? God bless. Okay, so we got that. Okay, it kills me that I have to say this, but I never engaged with anyone that was unwilling. Not only is that downright evil, it wouldn't have accomplished what I was trying to accomplish, which is to feel wanted and appreciated. I am starting not to believe that.
No. Here's the thing. I think he's actually correct in that.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the people he didn't like. I don't think he forced, but he did manipulate shit out of people.
Well, I still think that for me, manipulation is like that's still coercing.
It's a blurry line. Yeah, you can't really say yes or no on that one. But
yeah. So, but I mean, I think I'm starting to really believe. Yeah, he did groom teenagers. He was trying to groom teenagers. I'm starting to really feel that vibe.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Like I said, I say I'm getting the vibe. I'm not saying it would happen or not. It's just the vibe I'm getting.
You're just allegedly getting the vibe that he allegedly did something allegedly.
Yeah. Okay. So now the allegedlys are covered. Let me say it 5 more times. Allegedly. Okay.
Look,
So
YouTube lawyers told me I had to say that.
okay, good for those YouTube lawyers because, well, we know you can't have videos making fun of people too much because they'll pull them down before you even go public now. So
Pretty much.
Okay. Now here we go. You ready for the self-deprecation?
I think him being 5 foot tall is probably self-deprecating.
I became conscious of my own toxic behavior about 2 years ago after a close female friend suggested that I examine myself from that perspective. Don't you always like they already had the realization, but they didn't like really change.
Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, I know I'm an asshole, but
Yeah.
I haven't been caught on my bullshit yet, so I'm going to keep going.
Mm-hmm. I've attempted to change the way I've lived since then. I've volunteered with various community.
Whenever you tell someone, it's like, oh, I volunteered, that's fucking indulgences for hipster white people.
Yeah. I volunteered for various community-oriented charities, taught writing classes to formerly incarcerated youth. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you're not helping your case there, big guy.
Yeah.
Use my platform in the arts. The arts.
The arts, yeah.
I write comic books.
Yeah, like I draw pictures of pretty dudes. I'm not gonna go around calling it the arts.
Yeah, exactly. You can say you're an artist, but you wouldn't say it's the arts.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I'm not that pretentious, no.
Let's see. Use my platform in the arts to amplify the voices of disadvantaged creators.
God damn it.
This guy is literally virtue signaled the fucking person. Oh God.
So what is it? Wholly unspoilable says exactly. Edgy dudes with gauge ears and being pocket sized is not a big draw for married women.
This is true.
Generally, yeah. Unless they're looking for some dick and they just happen to be the first guy that they can get their eyes on.
I love his laugh. I guess they're talking about me because I'm the one laughing.
Yeah, you laugh like a damn chipmunk.
Yeah, what is that fucking funny?
No, I mean it was pretty good.
Oh God! And like I said, it gets better. We're not even.
Oh
done
yeah,
yet.
no, you guys keep up. It gets better.
Yeah. Okay. So disadvantaged creators. So I helped some dude that didn't have a leg to.
I helped the poor minority.
Yeah. I helped a black.
One of them coloreds. He's like that far away from calling like a black dude.
Well, I mean, we've read Border Town, so we know how fucking racist.
Oh yeah,
he is.
like this dude is low key actually racist.
Yeah, I mean, the only
Doesn't
thing
realize.
he didn't. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't just say like the coloreds in his.
I helped this beaner guy once.
Yeah,
And
yeah. He's like even, being a beaner myself, kind of thing. You know. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah. Okay, great. But I never reached out to the women from my past. I wish he would have said the women I respected.
oh no,
Because I mean, he did say earlier that he respected them and he loved them.
yeah, it's like a fucking shit cliche.
Yeah.
This dude's a walking cliche.
To make sure that I hadn't unknowingly harmed them, most because I am a coward, and feared hearing the answer was yes, of course. Okay. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know how to make things okay. I don't know how I can be of use to culture going forward. Turn yourself into the police.
Stop writing comic books.
And stop writing comic books. Yeah. Stop writing comic books. Turn yourself in. Pay all your victims a lot of money, which you'd probably
no, just stop writing comic books, and I think we'll call that one even.
Oh yeah. Just get out of the fucking public. Here, delete your account.
Go get a job at Starbucks and like try not to oogle the fork too much.
Yeah, don't look at the baristas too hard, my dude. Is it by encouraging other men to examine themselves and their behavior? No!
He's now setting himself up to be an example of men everywhere.
Yeah. No, fuck you. I'm not examining myself from some shit you did. Fuck you. Fuck this guy, man. What the fuck? That's some bullshit right there.
Examine yourself. I was like, well, I mean,
let me see what I have never done.
I've never raped anyone.
Yeah, so. I've never, been accused of rape. I've never been accused of fondling a woman, without.
I've never been accused of being a 5 foot tall man.
Yeah, that's definite. And like I said, last time I was 5 feet tall, I was in 5th grade, maybe.
Yeah, maybe middle school, just starting out.
Yeah, exactly. It's because of our, because we actually eat like red meat and not soy. That's why.
Yeah, well, I played sports and like ate red meat. And German Anglo 6 foot tall MFer. So.
Yeah. Also a little native because you're luxurious.
I got my beautiful native hair going on.
Yeah. Cool. You're luxurious. What do you say? You're luxurious native.
My luxurious meat.
Yeah. And I remember once I was thinking about when you say that. I think about the times I gotta cut my hair. You cut your hair and it's like you showed a picture of your sink where you cut your hair and it wasn't like a whole lot left. You said, "I'm not cutting it all off, dude. This thing's beautiful."
Well, yeah, that was because I usually just buzz my hair, and that was what it was already buzzed like previously, and I just zipped it real quick to get it evened out more.
Yeah.
So
it's like I'm not giving. Dude, I understand. I totally understand. If my hair would actually grow in the front again, I get where you're coming from. I have
that problem. The thing is, I have that problem, but like the sides of like the top doesn't grow as fast as the sides, so I end up with a fucking like Metal Gear Solid snake mullet.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that looks funny.
You ought to, we were talking about like maybe doing a new like just totally different boomer image. You should do like the, I guess the the Blade Runner thing, but give yourself the snake mullet.
Do it.
A combination.
See if I can put snake mullet on Gosling.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, happens.
That'd be perfect. Anyway, is it by encouraging and their behavior? Is it by documenting my recovery from sex addiction in public?
Sex addiction.
To show that it's possible. Is it by fucking off into the night forever so nobody has to deal with me ever again? Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
that one. That
Go
one right there.
Get a job, leave everyone else alone.
You nailed it. Good job. Yeah. And then this is the best one. Honestly, I hope it's that last one because that's the easy way out. And as I've mentioned, I'm a coward. But I suspect that it's not. I suspect I am not operating on a level of awareness that allows me to see the answer yet. But I'm going to try to get there. I promise.
Now, notice how this was written in sort of the same way that the lady that he was accused of respecting wrote her thing, all dramatic and like very third person.
Yeah.
like it's a fucking fan fiction of something.
Yeah.
And this goes back to what you were talking about, how I pointed out that these people do not know how to engage like with normal people.
Yeah.
They don't
So,
know how to talk or act or just be fucking people.
yeah, let's talk about that for a minute. Since it's fresh, let's talk about the Cab Theorem that I mentioned today. Um, so essentially, what you're saying is it's a generation of people, or I should say a segment of the generation. But there's still some people who are still.
Yeah, like we know, like feel like Turbo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He can talk to people. He's fucking like younger than this guy,
Yeah.
and he's not a completely.
But this is a generation of people, and you said it was kind of mentioned by our boy Zach a little bit, but
Yeah, he sort of mentioned this before.
so to hone in on it though, is basically that they learned all their human interactions from TV.
From TV, movies, and in some cases, I guess comic books. I mean, I'm iffy on that one, but yeah, he recited what fucking James Bond and
The Fonz and
the Fonts.
Gene Simmons.
Yeah. Who's looking at Gene Simmons to be anything other than like a fucking like greedy Jew stereotype? I mean, that's all Gene Simmons is, and he'll straight up tell you,
yeah,
he's all about the business.
Yeah,
like that's not even an epithet to Gene Simmons. He'll tell you straight up.
And plus, like he's always had like a hot ass wife, so you know.
Well, I mean, that helps when you.
Yeah, when you're Gene Simmons.
Yeah, when you're Gene Simmons and have a ton of money.
Yeah. I wonder if he thought that like Gene Simmons actually looked like a demon, and not like.
Yeah, he's still when he says Gene Simmons, he's thinking of Gene Simmons in his fucking like Kiss makeup.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot what his. Yeah, he was called the Demon, wasn't he? Yeah. So he thought.
Yeah, he is.
He thought he was the demon, and he's like, "I want to go hang out with the demon and the Star Child." And
you think when he was like being a weirdo, he would actually like, what was Ace Frehley was like the cat, right?
Yeah, he was the cat. Yeah.
You think he would like dress up as Ace?
Oh, definitely. Yes, absolutely. I guarantee you, this guy has done some Kiss cosplay at some point.
Oh god! If we can ever find pictures of that shit, we'll do a whole hour just on it.
Oh yeah, just a goof.
Just making fun of him as fucking his Ace Frehley.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a response right under this. I want to read. It's real funny. It says, "If you're going to apologize, at least have the decency to be sincere. This is an Esquivel and half-hearted projection. You made your decisions, not James Bond." And that gets to what I was saying. Is like, what did I say in the? I said this guy is literally Cable Guy.
Yeah.
You know, the Jim Carrey movie where was it Ernie Douglas, who was raised by TV, and so he
basically adopted many personas.
Adopted personas of people on TV and became a fucking psychopath in the process.
Yeah.
And he's talking about how he didn't have a dad, and it's the same with Cable Guy. Cable Guy's dad wasn't there. His mom was fucking like drunken bar whore.
Yeah. I noticed he didn't mention anything about his mother. That's really strange. You know, that's kind of telling too. When in this screed, it's like.
But that's also a little bullshit. It's like my dad was never around too. They got divorced super early when I was like tiny babu, and I didn't. I figured out how to be a dude. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Like just it's sort of like ingrained. And if you're not a fucking complete degenerate like this guy.
I mean, well, when I was growing up, my dad had to work out of town a lot, so I didn't mostly only saw him on the weekends for probably 3 or 4 years, of my young life. But I knew he was around, and plus there was plenty of I guess you would say real male role models around me too, like my grandfathers and things like that. So this whole it's like, dude, they don't have a Big Brother program in your town or so. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, dude.
Yeah, here's my thing was mostly because I played pretty much sports nonstop from the age of 5 till about 18.
Yeah.
So I was always around other kids, and then usually one of their dads was a coach.
Yeah.
And usually we'd hang around and fuck around, do stupid shit like kids do, and then the parents would take us to movies, or sometimes they would engage in the bullshit.
Right.
That we would do because it was funny.
Yeah.
But the thing is that's what you do if you don't have parents or whatever to teach you. You go looking for it in other human beings. Not I watch TV shows and movies and stuff. I didn't sit here thinking, oh wow, I'm looking at James Bond as my role model in life. It's No, I watch James Bond and I would play James Bond on the playground with my friends and shoot lasers out of our watches.
Mm-hmm.
Like I understood it was all make believe. It's just what you did on the playground,
Oh
not
yeah, yeah. Because
fucking
spoiler.
real life.
I mean, hey, spoiler alert. I like Transformers.
You
Uh,
didn't
Don't
you
know,
didn't try to look up
but
the Optimus Prime as your dad?
well, I kind of figured out early on that I wasn't going to be able to turn into a car.
Yeah, it's usually a bummer when you're a kid and like you
Yeah,
fucking learn it.
yeah. It's like, dang. Well,
I can't turn into a F-15. This is bullshit.
right. Yeah, it's like, what do you mean I can't turn into a gigantic mobile base that is also a city that is also a robot? You
Yeah.
know. Let's see. I like this one. I grew up watching James Bond, Happy Days, and listening to Kiss. It didn't make me a rapist or a pedophile, though. I'm
Imagine
trying.
a lot of people are in that camp.
I'm trying to like see if there's any simpy tweets in here.
Oh no, dude! Like, here's the thing: one, he's a blue check mark, and he has like almost no engagement on any of his bullshit, which is
Yeah.
like some of the responses have more engagement than any of his fucking tweets do.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Second,
Yeah.
no one is like, "Yeah, good for you, man. It's all your bullshit." James Bond, get out of here.
Let's see. And this guy, Sporkman, goes to Japan, returning in March. Oh yeah, Sporkman Studios. Quick aside, he tried an Indiegogo earlier this year. Didn't quite make it, but it did generate some buzz. It's actually pretty cool. I'm shilling for this guy because he's kind of a cool dude. So yeah, keep an eye on that in March. I think it'll be a good thing to check out. Yeah, it's like literal human Sporkman, fighting ninjas and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I mean, come on, it's whatever, man. It's just
No, I'm not hating on it. It's just this is a stupid idea. I mean, it's as stupid as in goofy.
yeah. And that's what that's why it's funny. I've read
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
reading his previous Indiegogo. I said, you know what, this is kind of silly. I like it. Okay, listen what he says. Or maybe you're just a loser who cannot take responsibility for your actions. That's yeah. My suggestion is take responsibility, turn yourself into the police, face legal action, pay for your crimes, bend a knee and ask for forgiveness from God and the ladies who you've destroyed.
Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like we said, they'll probably get to it. Is probably Friday. DC will low key be like, oh, we've severed any working relationship with Indigo Montoya over here,
Yeah.
and but yeah, like I don't know, they canceled the book, and then there's no way in hell they're gonna give him another one. So they might as well just be like, look, dude, just go to here's the Starbucks application, get out of here.
Yeah. Let's see. I just want to kind of read these responses. Say, if you're going to apologize, at least have the decency to be sincere. This is an excuse.
Yeah, I read that one.
Yeah, this is an excuse. Oh, that's the one you read. Yeah.
Yeah.
You made your citizens, not James Bond. Let's say, you want to know what a real man does? A real man handles his business, doesn't hide behind fictional characters. I have no dad. I never assaulted a woman, cheated on my spouse, took advantage of children, or done any of the things you're accused of. Go to the police, plead guilty. Can you see him going to street like, I'm going to turn myself in. What for, sir? I respected women.
Yeah, respected him a little too hard, and
well, it'd be funny if,
maybe
like, the police, like,
strangers.
if the policeman's an R guy, he's like, oh, and he immediately slaps the cuffs on.
Oh
him.
yeah,
Yeah.
he does like a dramatic cut that you make me sick, and he starts throwing up in a
Yeah, throws him up against the
trash
hood of the
can,
car,
like,
and yeah,
this asshole.
book him. They're over dramatic. Book him.
I'm gonna take it to the broom closet. Get the phone book.
Let's see, bruh. Take the loss, take responsibility, and move on. So many people like you who get caught say the same thing. It's always outside influences. It's always, I'm sick, I'm weak, I didn't know what I was doing. Your disturbing behavior is inexcusable, and your sidestepping blame shows you're not going to change. Apologies are for mistakes. A long pattern of sociopathic behavior requires atonement and seeking help and change.
Yeah, that's a good point. What this guy is doing is this guy is like a sociopath.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What he's doing is he's doing this public performance because that's what the group of people do. It's all art to them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's giant. It's one giant like con game.
Yeah.
They're just trying to like get to the next step in the con because they got found out on this one.
Yeah.
So they're pulling the I'm a change the Jimmy Swaggart horse shit.
I've sinned against you, my lord.
Yeah. They're doing that, and the thing is that it'll work because this group of people they'll like, oh, because he has the right politics.
Right.
So I mean, you could be fucking mass murderer, but if you're I
Mm.
mean, well, Tanky's have proven you can be a mass murderer and still be like, oh yeah, this guy's awesome because he had the right politics.
Well, it's just like I saw. Yeah, I was gonna say that to you off air, but I mentioned it here. It's like, did you know George Soros was named Financial Times Man of the Year?
Oh, I'm sure he was.
Because they believe in that kind of same globalization horseshit that he does. So of course they're gonna say he's Man of the Year.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that he's responsible for hundreds of thousands of deaths.
Yeah, or
migration and all that shit.
And literally crashing the currencies of several different countries.
Yeah, ruining tens of thousands of people's lives through wrecking economies.
Yeah, so. But it's funny because when I saw that, I was reading like a forum post about it, and all these people were saying like, "Oh, he's just the alt-right's new boogeyman." I was like, "No, he's been a boogeyman for a long time. It had nothing to do with the alt-right."
I haven't liked it for like 20 years. What are you talking about?
Yeah. But let's say, okay, let's see. This kid really starts guilt tripping at the end. Lamau. Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to put it on you to be like, "Oh, look, you need to forgive me because I'm a bad person." But
that whole it's like if I could help men change. Like, no, help yourself change. I'm fine.
Yeah, most dudes don't do this shit. Why do we need it? Like, it's not our problem. It's your problem, you fucking asshole.
When 99% of men don't do the shit you do, it's not on us.
Yeah. And like, there are times when I've been an asshole and been like, oh, man, I realized it later, and I've either apologized or just like, let it go kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't fucking go on Twitter or in public and be like, oh, I need to atone for my sins because I'm a good ally and I respect the women's. And it's like, no, I don't respect women. Get out of here.
I can't wait to see you win the Eisner Award for this speech. That's a comic book award, in case you didn't know. They were right. Oh, and then we got some. Excuse me, I have to go and vomit. That's a good meme. You have no place encouraging other men. There you go. This is one I'm talking about. You have no place encouraging other men to examine themselves. The vast majority of us don't abuse women. You knew right from wrong and chose to ignore it, and you still haven't apologized. Not with this laundry list of excuses blaming fictional characters.
I still like that though. Yeah, I wanna one day I wanna do something stupid and be like, yeah, I took my inspiration from
RoboCop.
RoboCop, Metal Gear, and Splinter Cell. Like, so that's why you choked that guy out and snapped his neck. It's like, yeah, I thought
Sorry about that.
My man Sam Fisher shot this guy in the head to, because he was under orders from the president. I thought that was what you're supposed to do as a man, is shoot people in the head because the president tells you to.
Now, this is like the only thing I don't like about this statement is the apology right here at the beginning where they says, sorry to dogpile on this. No. This guy deserves everything he's getting right now. Like,
oh, no. If he's going to post in public, that's the thing about, too. That's the thing that these people do. They'll post like these public proclamations and this horse shit, and then get mad at you for responding to it.
Oh, no, I'm being harassed. Like, no, you.
Mentions, yeah, it's like, you posted in public, you dickhead. It's like yelling it in front of your house, and someone's going to yell at you, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. It was kind of like that guy the other day who was like getting mad at Ethan Van Sciver for responding to him, and the guy said, he's up in my mention. It's like, dude, you responded to something he was mentioned in.
Yeah, that's the whole, did I give you permission to respond to me? He's like, well, by posting this, you're tacitly...
yeah, you have entered a conversation at that point. And yeah.
It's not protected in, you don't have your account locked down or anything like that, so yeah. And if I want to post a fucking Pepe meme at you, I'm going to. I'm sorry.
And then, of course, when called on it, he said, like, I'm just laughing at you people. And I was like, yeah, sure.
Oh, that's Smoking a Jay's.
Yeah, Smoking a Jay with
the boys.
Yeah, with the boys, yeah. But yeah, there's a sorry the dog pile on this, but the crux of your probably here isn't James Bond, but the one phrase, what, quote, I want. It's another culture entirely you adhere to that advocates quote, what I want as a standard of behavior. Right now, you should listen to a lawyer for everybody's sake. Yeah, I would say, yeah, because I know what the lawyers say. First thing he's going to say, take that shit down. Get that shit off the internet.
That's the weird thing, too, is like, usually, because if you work for a big corporation and then you're like a public face for it, DC, I think this is DC's not even talking to the guy.
Yeah.
They're probably like completely cut him off, and they just haven't sent him the
If
papers telling
anything,
him.
they're investigating. They're doing a internal
Yeah, and
investigation
then
on it. Yeah.
he just sort of. I think he's trying to get out in front of that investigation.
hmm
He knows
And
exactly
I'm
what's going
more
to
than likely, I would guarantee you, there's like women who work at DC that went to, after this came out, they went to the bosses and said like,
happen.
"Hey,
Oh God,
yeah,
what if he hit on Gail Simone?
oh," but remember,
Would you?
she don't know who she is. She don't know who he is.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Even though there's tweets going back where they're interacting with each other.
hmm
Like I missed all that bullshit, but I do know that fucking Escuela and Ambies do know each other.
Oh yeah, yeah. They know. She at least knows who he is.
They
Her
may not
pretending.
be like, oh, they're hanging out in fucking, the pub or nothing, but
Yeah, no, she knows who he is, and
she's
like
aware of the guy.
her pretending she didn't know him until a couple of days ago is bullshit. I mean, that was I proved that like the other day. But look at the screen. I like this one. This is an apology.
That's another thing. Like I love these like non-apology apologies. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like there's not a whole lot of things in my life that I said, oh man, I'm my bad, dude. But
Yeah.
generally when it gets
When
to the point, usually mean it.
when I've done that, when I fucked up pretty bad, I'm like, you know what? It's on me. I take the blame for shit that I've done.
Yeah, like when I sent you that dick pic that one time and you didn't appreciate it, and I did apologize, did I not?
Uh, I will go and say you didn't send me a dick pic, but okay.
He's lying.
I like how
Don't
I'm
don't believe
trying
his
to. I love the fact that I'm trying to help you out by saying you didn't send me one, and then you're like, he's lying. I totally sent that guy a dick pic.
Look, I'm just saying.
I like this one too. This is a good one. I saw this earlier in our little chat.
Go to jail.
Now, yeah, in all honesty, he's probably never going to serve jail time unless it's like there's some recent shit.
Unless it happened like within the year.
Yeah, or last
A
couple
lot
of years.
of the stuff has happened years and years ago. So like when he was like 25 or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, but my guess is like unless there's some recent stuff. Now,
Like I don't even think some of the stuff he did was even illegal, just scummy. I don't.
Now, will he get ostracized from from the quote community of comics? Probably.
Oh, as far as the big companies go, yeah, he won't.
He'll never.
But he'll still be in the little circle, that little.
There'll be another
Group of
smaller
people
circle who
that
actually believe his bullshit that he's all. I'm a good person now. I apologize.
Yeah, that whole people who live in their studio apartments in New York
Yeah.
crowd, that hangers on and people never will be's.
Yeah. I got to know.
They'll buy shit, but
I got to know if he said anything else today.
the only way he can go with this is just wilding out and posting his butthole at Ethan Mitzger. I think.
Well, that's that.
That's about the only out.
That was another guy who did that, but
no, I know that, but I'm just saying that's what he should do. Because at this point, what else can you really, really do?
Oh, and here we go. I don't know what the weird conspiracy about me knowing Gail Simone is about, but it isn't true. Please leave her alone. Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that too, big guy. She knows who you are. Yeah. And the person, the first response, yes, because I'm so willing to trust a rapist.
And here's the thing too, is that he added Gail Simone.
Yeah.
So he's trying not that indicates he knows her, but the thing is, it's more performance fucking art that they're doing.
Yeah.
He's trying to get Gail Simone in on this. Like, I don't know this guy. We're doing this whole thing and we don't know each other.
Yeah. And it's like, but we already know that's true. That's not true. Yeah. We've seen tweets from them interacting before, and I'm sure because I don't know if you saw the show the other night. I know you were not feeling well, but I showed a thing where there was a project that it was like 4 or 5 people in DC were working on, and those two were a couple of them. So
yeah,
there had to be some email exchanges and shit like that. Like.
Not only that is that they work for the same company. Comics is a very, 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 very tiny business.
Yeah,
everyone knows each other. At least they're aware of each other.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not saying that they went hanging out and buddy and shit like that, but they fucking knew who each other were. Give me that.
If one of them said the name, you're like, oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, if this had not happened, I guarantee you, if like you tagged them both in the post, I guarantee you, Gail would have said, "Oh, I love Eric's work."
Oh,
And shit
Boiler
like
Town
that.
is my favorite new comic.
Yeah, exactly. It isn't some bullshit. So
I love that low key racism he put in there.
yeah. I mean, low key.
That's not low key.
Yeah, it's not very low key there, Miss Handbeast. So Bounding into Comics did an article about it, but they're basically saying DC Comics Border Town writer Eric Esquivel breaks silence following sexual misconduct allegations. Basically, everything we just went over. Said but you had like the people who were working with him on Border Town saying they were no longer going to work with him on the book. What's funny is he initially the first statement he made was saying that the accusations were false.
Yeah, well, they'll pull the whole, their truths, that kind of thing, or my truth,
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter if they're true or not.
Yeah.
You can always fudge it. But the thing is that he's admitting that he's a kind of a shitty person.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he's doing it for like weird good boy public performance points.
He's really trying to. Yeah. He thinks he can put on this, act. This is he's trying to put together a redemption arc for his sitcom. The
sitcom
or
of
the
his
drama,
life,
or whatever the fucking 1 hour drama. Every week
is a Lifetime original movie.
Yeah, where he's he's the main character and he's done some shitty things, so he's trying to do a redemption arc, and he thinks he can do it on Twitter.
Yeah, and here's the thing: is that he actually doing that because he fucking believes he's a TV show character.
Exactly. See, that was kind of where I was getting at. It's like, since he's so ingrained in his thing that apparently TV is real life, that he thinks if I do this, people will love me again.
It's like, okay, Chip Douglas.
That was the name of the character in right?
Cable guy, yeah, Chip Douglas, Ernie Chip Douglas.
Mm-hmm. Not only
they had a dope ass fight scene at Medieval Times, but it was a shot for shot of that one Star Trek when Spock and Kirk were fighting each other.
Yeah,
it was that weird. He even did the music was playing, but he was doing the music himself.
Oh, kind of like
he would yeah, that shit. He starts swinging at it. It's fucking. Here's the thing: you told me earlier you never watched that movie. That movie's over 20 years old.
Well, like I said, it's just one I never like. I mean, I only liked a few Jim Carrey movies, in all honesty. So.
Well, that's fair, but this is one of his better ones.
Well, it might be, but I just never got around to seeing it. I should watch it one day just to, understand.
Yeah. Oh, you'll get exactly what I'm talking about as soon as you see the movie.
Yeah. But let's see. And while Esquivel's Border Town was canceled by DC Comics, with both Border Town 5 and Border Town 6 no longer being shipped to retailers, Diamond Comics Distribution has also erased Border Town from their Previews World website, including solicitation information from the previous issues of Border Town. Not only did Diamond remove Border Town from their website, but the series is also been completely pulled from the Vertigo Comics website. What do you make?
So they basically pretended it never happened.
Yeah. What do you make of Esquivel's apology and statement? What do you make of Diamond Comic Distributors erasing Border Town from their website? I mean, they should have done that anyway.
Just on artistic merits,
yeah,
that should have. But the thing about that is, there's shitty people. Karl Marx is a horrible person.
Yeah,
but you can still buy the Communist Manifesto on Amazon for $10 if you want to, which is hilarious. Yeah. By the way, that you can buy the Communist Manifesto.
Oh yeah. Okay, listen to this. Okay, so this guy quoted that whole, he basically blaming James Bond and the Fonz for his behavior. And the guy says, "LOL, I literally can't stop laughing at this BS." And the response to that was, "White guys always get the blame."
Yeah, we need to paint this guy as a toxic male, white masculinity, and then have him come out as, "Oh no, I'm Paco Rivera's," and this goes super Mexican.
Yeah. Classic.
You can pretend to be a character from Border Town.
Classic pathetic gamma. DC and Marvel are full of these cowards and insane SJWs. What a pathetic POS. It's like the Emperor's New Clothes, except the clothes are rape and sexual assault claims.
You know what? Here's the funny thing. If he worked for Marvel, I don't think they would have pulled a shit.
It would have probably taken more than just...
I think it would have taken a little longer for him to do it. until someone at Disney finally caught, like, oh, Marvel's a thing still. Oh shit,
Yeah.
let me look at this real quick
Like, oh
because they
fuck.
don't, they
Yeah,
don't,
they.
they don't fucking
But then they see all this. It's like, oh
rape.
shit. Yeah. Like,
You can't have the mouse associated with rape.
yeah. They get on the they get the big mouse eared phone. It's kind of like their Batman phone.
Yeah,
But
it's like the nuclear red phone, but like with fucking Mickey ears on the
yeah.
receiver.
He grabs it, and they said, "Get rid of him immediately." Yes, sir.
He's
We'll
gotta
fire
go.
him. Yes, sir. We'll fire him immediately. I didn't say fire. I said get rid of him.
This.
I mean, we're talking about the mouse here. They don't fuck around.
Oh, they own like a ton of property. I'm pretty sure if they wanted like a body farm, they got one.
Yeah. If you want people to quote disappear,
They still own a ton of land down here in Florida that has like nothing on it, and it's still like not drained or anything. It's just swamp. So if they
in
want to
case
throw
they
there and
ever,
get a gator, like finish the job, they could do it.
I guess one of them in case they ever wanted to further expand or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, they because they bought a lot of it because it was cheap ass swamp, and then so they just it's just there.
So now that we've talked about Esquivel's misdeeds enough tonight, let's talk about something funny. Uh,
He's pretty funny.
yeah, it's pretty funny, but this one is absolutely hilarious.
All right.
New petition calls for diversity in comics, aka Richard C. Meyer's social security number to be revoked.
Yeah. So
Now I got to go by quotes because unfortunately the petition has been removed. But
yeah, they yanked it because I'm pretty sure. Like Muir says, Disney got a body farm confirmed. It's like I'm not like confirming or denying it, but I'm just
let's
saying.
just say if they wanted to do it, it'd be very easy.
Yeah, let's just say. Well, Michael Eisner doesn't run Disney anymore, does he?
Oh, it's like I forgot the guy's name, but yeah, it's all from the same tree though. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if Eisner wanted someone eliminated, he could get it done.
Oh yeah, take him out. So yeah, let me read this.
But this, we're pretty sure it's someone like playing a goofy joke.
I hope so.
Because the face of it, like to revoke, not only is he an American citizen, but he's also a vet of 2 wars.
Yeah.
I mean, beyond anything,
Okay,
like
I'm really starting. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, wait. I'm gonna read this, and I just saw something that caught my eye that I really hope it is a really big goof. But anyway, I'm gonna read it now. Okay.
Okay.
A new petition created by Lilith Framington.
It's a good name.
Yeah, no. Calls YouTuber,
I think I know them in Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah. Calls for YouTuber Richard C. Meyer, who runs the Diversity in Comics channel, to have his Social Security number revoked by the United States government. The petition specifically calls for the United States government to stop Richard Meyer from speaking. We want to stop him from saying the things he says on YouTube about comic books.
Yeah.
It gets better. It gets better. Wait. Let me finish. It goes on to declare that the only way to stop Meyer from doing so is to revoke his Social Security number. If the United States government revokes his Social Security number, he will not be able to have bank accounts or jobs. His SSN could be given to a marginalized person in need, like a young Hispanic man or a female of Uzbeki Muslim heritage. Until our social. Oh God! Wait a minute. Okay, until our society progresses to have a more comprehensive social credit score system, the Social Security number is our best way of controlling who is allowed to participate in daily life. No one is allowed to buy or sell without it. Now, here's where I said I think I know it's fake. The petition is supposed to be delivered to newly elected New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Mm-hmm.
It currently only has one signature. It is unclear if the petition is actually serious, as some of the language appears suspect, especially the closing paragraph, which calls for people to sign the petition. Please help by signing this petition and allowing us to affect real change in the world. It's almost 2019. It's not 2016 anymore. So people shouldn't be allowed to keep doing the same things. The idea of
yeah, it's like 99% this is a goof, but
yeah, especially when they said social credit score and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're breaking up that whole Chinese thing that they're doing now.
Yeah. It's like the idea of the social credit score system in the United States might also indicate the petition is a joke. But China recently announced plans to launch their own social credit score system by 2020, making the reality of a system in the United States much more likely than what one would have thought a year ago. While the call for the removal of Meyer's Social Security might seem absurd, the idea of trying to silence Meyer is nothing new. Last month, Meyer revealed he was the subject of DMCA strikes on his YouTube channel by Magdalene Visaggio and Kwanzaa
Professional black guy.
Yeah, professional black guy Kwanzaa. Who the fuck names their child Kwanzaa?
Professional black people.
Apparently. Oh God, I wanted to tell you too, real quick. That reminded me. Last night, Mom was watching one of her cooking shows. I think it was Chopped or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like the grandma episode. You know, it was a Christmas episode, so they had the grandmas up there, you know, cooking shit and whatever.
Right.
And one of them was a black woman from like New York, and she said, "We don't celebrate Hanukkah or Christmas, but we celebrate Kwanzaa."
Oh God. Like no, you don't. Get out of here.
Yeah, nobody celebrates Kwanzaa.
No one does.
If anything, people they celebrate Kwanzaa and they also celebrate Christmas because you don't get Christmas gifts. You don't get presents at Kwanzaa. you only eat.
You know, they ever see Kwanzaa that like hang around like it had that cornucopia of food coming out of it and those stupid like wooden Jewish candles.
Yeah,
that's about it. That's all I know.
And
it's like
and also Kwanzaa was made up by a white guy.
It's just I cannot believe it. A white guy would make up something so stupid.
Meyer would appeal the strikes on YouTube and it would be able to be removed, and Meyer's channel was cleared of any DMCA strikes. Meyer is also suing comic book writer Mark Waid, who wrote Kingdom Come. I like the way you got to throw in, like, hey, remember when he wrote Kingdom Come back in '99?
Yeah.
For tortious interference and defamation. Meyer alleges to interfere in the business.
Notice you haven't heard shit from Mark Waid.
Yeah.
That guy's like, shut the fuck up, apparently, because I think his lawsuit's probably not going to go the way he wants it.
Oh, I'm sure. Like after, I think Zaid kind of, if not Zaid, it's probably the people who are like the, the filing attorneys. Because you got to get attorneys in that state to do the filings for you and shit like that.
They're like, yeah, don't listen to this fucking huckster, dude. Shut the fuck up.
He's like, yeah, okay, yeah. Technically, he's like paying us, but we still work for you, and as like actual, officer of the court, we need to tell you don't be doing the shit that he's telling.
Yeah, if you got like an ethical lawyer, that's like,
yeah,
dude, you're getting bad advice.
Yeah, exactly. This also isn't the first petition that has targeted Meyer. A petition back in February targeted both Ethan Van Sciver and Richard C. Meyer, labeling them as, quote, alt-right and Nazis. The petition stated they were, quote, not wanted in the comic book industry or anywhere else.
we should get a petition going as a grade 0.5 like effort to get Richard Myers, you boy Zach, a new haircut.
You know what? I'll set that up in like the next.
And we'll raise like $50 to like get him to like a decent
salon.
place.
Yeah, an actual salon,
and not that super cut shit.
Yeah. So you're saying is we need to like have a GoFundMe to get our
we
boy
need,
Zach.
Dude, we'll set up a GoFundMe. We'll put like the target goal for like $100.
Yeah, and it's like
get the rest of charity or something.
Do the it's a bad idea image and says get Richard, get Richard C. Meyer a better haircut.
Yes.
It's like and it basically be upfront about it. It's like this has nothing to do with legal fees or anything like that. We just want him to get a good haircut for once in his life.
We want him to not look like Race for the Santos over here.
Race for the Santos. You're never going to let that go, are you?
No, if I ever get off my ass and do like a real YouTube channel, it's gonna be Race for the Santos. Let's see. All right, Muir says, "Man, in this SJW age, I don't even know if that petition is a joke." See, that's the thing. Like 10 years ago, if this kind of stuff would have came out, like, it's a 4chan troll, being edgy and shit. But nowadays, people like are serious, and when they say this kind of stupid shit, and then like they'll run for public office and get elected on things like this.
Exactly. Let's see. Phil
says need a petition for more subscribers. Well, I agree. We need 100 million subscribers.
Yeah. Well, I will say this. Okay, I was gonna like make I still probably do it. It's like I'll make a little short video about kind of the goals I had for the channel that kind of got blown up thanks to certain people. But my original goal is like by the end of this month, going into the new year, I would like to have had at least 50 subscribers, right?
Yeah, well, we
So
blew past that.
yeah, so now we're at like 83, something like that. So once again, thank you, person who's probably peripherally listening now because we've been put on their radar. Thank you for getting me the subs. Appreciate it.
Yeah, here's the thing. A lot of people will shit on like, oh, you only got 80 something subs. Oh, you only got 30, viewers. Well, we don't have any support from anyone. It's just a couple assholes putting this thing together.
Yeah.
They have no like resources or anything. It's like what, and we don't have like super high expectations. We just do it because we want to. It's not like we're not gonna get that fucking YouTube Chapo Trap House money. We're not into that.
Yeah. But but like I said, I appreciate every sub we get because and like I said, yeah, we only got 6 viewers right now, but it's whatever, man. I get like 30, it gets like not concurrent because that's when you're watching, but over time it gets like 30 views, after it's aired and stuff like that. So I'm happy right now.
You just keep pushing it eventually, like
yeah. I mean, I'm not.
Well, I mean,
what's that guy named Cecil who like jumps in on Ethan's stream sometimes? He has a YouTube channel. And I think he's got like 5,000 subs, and he jokingly says like I've done literally nothing for months. I don't know why I don't have 5 million subs.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's going on? I've literally done nothing. Like, why am I not getting subs?
I have not put out any content. Why am I not?
Why am I not JonTron right now? What's going on?
Yeah.
I like how JonTron. Hey, we talked about that last night. It's like I like how JonTron like actually put out 2 videos in a year, and they were all at the end of the year.
Yeah, they were like the last 2 weeks of the year. It's like good job, man.
And one was a sequel, and one is making fun of Soldier Boy, which is pretty funny. That
would be nice being JonTron. Like I don't understand how how does he make a living?
Well, what it is I looked
because YouTube doesn't pay shit anymore.
Yeah, but he's also got like sponsorships and things like that help. And I went like another thing is I looked at his like old videos sometimes,
right?
And those still get views. Like
no, they're still getting like he's got millions.
They'll still
get
like hundreds of thousands. Like old videos will still get like 100,000 views a month. So he, like I said, it's probably the payout ain't as great, but he's still getting paid pretty well.
Yeah, but like there's 50 weeks of the year where he's not making a video.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like his old videos are still. It's kind of like insurance salesman.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that's enough.
Well, it must be because
he moved to New York too.
He's living in an apartment in fucking New York, so he must be doing pretty good.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I guess so.
Unless he's got a side hustle going on that we don't know about.
You mean he's running a fucking strip club selling cocaine at the back?
I mean, I think JonTron would do something like that.
Yeah, he's got like that Persian thing going on, like that. Like this is dope music.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's that's pretty much it. Like my original topic for today was going to talk about Diamond and how they're terrible. Yeah, so that'll probably be put off to tomorrow at this point. And of course, I guess Friday will be another Operation Retcon. I might do something interesting for Retcon if I can convince this person to come on Friday if they're not busy. What if we tried to retcon Brian Michael Bendis, like just his entire career?
What if we retcon the entire timeline of Marvel?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That would be like a 5-hour episode.
Yeah, that would.
I can't do it.
Yeah, I'd pass out, and I like to talk about that shit.
Too much.
But yeah, so basically, what did we learn today? Esquivel is a piece of garbage.
He respects the women, so come on.
Respects women. When they eventually forgive him, we'll see. And also, we got to get that Richard C. Myers Social Security number taken away from him.
No, I'm serious about that. Get him a new haircut.
I'll be down for it, dude. I'll contact him. Like, hey, man, we want to put this like GoFundMe together for to get you a haircut. That'd be cool. As long as you go and get like a good haircut, like go to a salon.
No more supercuts, my friend.
Yeah, go find you a nice salon, where they're going to like massage your cheeks and all that shit,
Like a middle-aged black lady who's been doing hair for 20 years.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and also we want you to get your tips frosted when you do it.
Oh, if we could actually do that and like actually raise like $100.
Oh yeah, if we could convince him
If
to
he
like
would
do
agree
it,
to that, like it was a goof to like
yeah,
get frosted
get
tips.
frosted tips and fucking and get his nails done.
Oh shit! Well, we're gonna raise a little more for that one then.
I mean, 150 maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's a nice
Well,
place.
he lives down in Texas, so he could probably get a good out there for a good $100.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe we should just stick with the hair. Get the
I think the tip frosted tips.
tips.
That's fucking hilarious.
I had a friend one time. They had what was it in the front? What do you call it? The bangs or whatever.
You haven't had hair for so long, you forgot what shit's called.
Well, I never had bangs anyway because it just kind of combed over, But
five head.
So what? Well, no,
You
not
had a
really a
five
five head. Just I just combed it over differently. But a friend of mine used to have like take that. He had his bangs all the way down to like his basically his eyebrows.
Right.
And one time he like just he frosted nips. Yes. Yeah, we tell Richard we want you to get your nips frosted, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. And he like one time he just like had that dyed blonde. And he's like he had brown hair. And he said, what do you think? I said, you look fucking stupid.
Yeah, you look like you're gonna suck dicks in an alley.
He's like,
when Muir said frosted nips, I thought he meant like people who live on Hokkaido. That's racist. Can't believe you said that.
Frost. Well, he isn't from Malaysia, so.
Oh, okay. Well, then antipathy towards Japanese makes sense. I understand. We solved that problem for you. Don't worry about
it. Yeah. We should have just used that third bomb. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That probably would have prevented at least anime.
Would have been Fallout nips at that point.
Fallout. Oh God! All right, yeah, we're getting that's it. We're done. And I mean, done is like the channel is going to get taken down by
the Japanese government because we're racist towards them.
Okay, well, like I said, it's been fun. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow night, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys then. Y'all have a good one.
Later.